Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are proceeding. And we're going to make sure that we're on fast speed here. There we go. In fact, at this point of the game, we may want to start thinking about just playing on fastest speed. That's probably going to be for the best at this point. So we'll just go ahead and switch up to that. And for the time being, we are mostly looking to get our fleet finally finished off here. And we're only a few thousand alloys away from doing that. So that is excellent. We're going to go ahead and spend some of those. There we go. Get that battleship queued on up. That will go just fine. We need 7,000 more alloys, so that's only about 7 months to go. And as far as this over here goes, we don't have very much going on at this time, but we have managed to get back all of our territory, and that is fantastic. Now, our gateway here is finished, so we can reinforce very, very easily in the L gate. Now, we have attacked down in Enigma's End, and we do want to send our construction ship down here. Let's see, that was intended to be this one? Yes. So we're going to go build a starbase in Enigma's End. For now, there is only one direction for them to come at us. So we'll have to think about that. There's also the Zarican black hole over here. And we also know there's the Singularity, but that's controlled by the Peacekeepers right now. So I believe that is all of the L gates that the Unbidden have access to. That's my current theory. Once we take the Zarican black hole, which we should do soon. But for the time being, we're just going to chill at Enigma's End. Although maybe we should send one fleet over to scout out what's going on at the Zarican black hole. I mean, we're only 2 days away from it. No, I'm going to hold off on that. I want to let this construction finish first. So let that happen, and we'll need to make sure that this guy is set to passive. There we go. Excellent. And that is our terminal egress starbase finishing its queue. It, of course, needs to be further queued up. So we're going to put in a hangar bay, a gun battery, and we're going to put in a disruption field generator. That will actually help a lot, that shield hit points reduction. We'll actually make that be the top priority here. Beautiful. We're negative on consumer goods right now, and that's not amazing. I would like to get that fixed, but we don't have anywhere to construct anything right now. So we'll just hold off on that for the moment and continue to reinforce our ships. Now we only need 4,000 alloys to finish off our fleets. We are over our naval cap, and to that end, we definitely want to come and check in on our new anchorages over here. We do want to extend our deal, absolutely. And these anchorages, they're a long ways away still from coming fully online, but we're only 20 above our naval cap right now. That's not a big deal, although that will come up pretty dramatically as we continue to work our way through this deficit here. But we're almost through it right now. This is going to be what, 24? No, 32. This is going to be 32 here. Okay, so yeah, we're going to continue to exceed our naval cap for a little bit. But we will work on getting that fixed. It should, in theory, be okay. Emphasis on the theory there. So we have managed to grab Enigma's End. And, of course, we want to upgrade this station as well. So we're going to go ahead and start upgrading that from a starport. Beautiful. Now, these guys are currently making their way towards Enigma's End. And they have a number of fleets here. Are they planning on hitting us all at once? The answer is yes. Okay, so we're going to move the majority of our current defensive fleets. The Ruby Safite will stay where it's at, but the Bronzite, Topaz, and the, what is this one? Underworld Sovereign is going to move into Enigma's End. Perfect. Mandate was unfulfilled. That's to be expected. Excellent. And these guys are just chilling here right now. There we go. Crash and burn, Space Elves. Crash and burn. So they've decided to stop coming in. Okay, they're just chilling. We're fine with this, actually.
Research complete.
We're a little bit less fine with our food and consumer goods issue. We will need to address that, for sure. And let's go ahead and get our ships all fully built up. There we go. We'll get this Titan building as well. So that naval cap will need to be increased, of course, and we are in progress on that. So this Forge World here, it does require something, and that something would be civilian fabricators. We are also a little bit negative on our volatile moats right now. That's something to think about, and our engineering doesn't have a scientist. We'll go ahead and put this guy in here. Cool. And we do get a tradition. That will actually get us Privy Council, which will get us Edict capacity, and that will also get us, well, an Ascension perk and clear blocker costs. That's not hugely important. But our Empire Sprawl is going to get a lot better here. So that's really, really good. And then what do we want? That's a good question. Starbase capacity? Admin cap? I mean, I don't feel like any of that is hugely important right now. Edict cap. Habitat habitability and 2 additional building slots. You know what? I feel like Voidborn is actually pretty good here. We'll go ahead and take that. That will be fine. We are building a number of water-filled habitats, of course. So that is fine. I want to check in on the status over here. Looks like they have fully turned around. That's excellent. Energy credits from jobs finishing up, and you can see here we are now below our Empire Sprawl. That's perfect. Now, I do want to attack the Unbidden spawn point, and the question is, what exactly is that? Dim. Got it. Okay. So that's something that we could do. We've killed more Unbidden than anyone else. And apparently, the cats have chosen this moment to go absolutely insane. So, 1 second while I open the door here. There you go. I apologize for that interruption, but when the cat wants something, there's nothing to be done about it except do it.
We grow
Fantastic.
Stronger.
So Enigma's End needs additional upgrades, that's for sure. And these guys over here, they are heading away, I think. Well, these are just sitting here. Now, we could absolutely head up to Dim. Here's the question. Is there a quicker way to get there? Yes, there's an L-gate in Lemsa. Beautiful. So, we don't need this construction ship here anymore. We're going to pull this construction ship for now back. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to keep a close eye on this. We're going to pull every single one of these back into the L cluster. Because I would very much like to eliminate the Unbidden. So we're going to enter orbit here. There we go. And we're going to take the Diamond and Bloodstone Sophites again, and they are going to come out into Lemsa here. We'll keep an eye on what's going on over here.
Hostile station engaged.
But we're going to hit Lemsa, and this is going to be very interesting. They should read this as a huge, huge issue. And I believe they will. All of their ships, once we hit Dim, are going to start returning to the dimensional portal. That's something that we need to think about. But where is the dimensional portal, actually? That's the dimensional portal, right there. I believe we can't attack the dimensional portal until all of their anchors are gone. Is that correct? I need to double check that. Let's check the situation log. Increase their ability, blah, blah, blah. The portal will be effectively invulnerable to weapons as long as there are any active anchors. Yes. But what I really, really want right now is to push through here and threaten Dim. That will pull their fleets all back to Dim if it still works the way it used to. Now, that means that we shouldn't be at Lemsa, and that means our protections at Terminal Egress will have to hold. That is absolutely a necessity which means that we're going to need to put through our edicts here. The most important edicts is exotic gases for shield boost, so we're going to need some exotic gases for that, and we're going to need volatile motes as well. We're going to get in a few of those. So we're going to absolutely have to put in volatile ammunition. That is a huge deal for us. And we're also going to put in our exotic gases for shield boost. There we go. So that'll be a big boost to our power levels over here. And that's excellent. Now, we also have our shield inhibitor here. Our disruption field generator. So that's excellent. That's very, very good. But I do want to move in and see about doing some damage to these guys. We're not going to be able to eliminate them, of course, until all of these are taken out. But what I want is all of their fleets to immediately start heading back to us. Now, we may end up losing Enigma's End. That's okay. That is actually fully expected, and
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
that's interesting. These two fleets just came in through the L gate. Oh, that's a gateway. Never mind. They came in through the gateway. That makes more sense. So we're going to fight over here, and we are, of course, going to hit these guys pretty hard.
Grow ever stronger.
We'll take a few losses doing this, but it shouldn't be too bad, all things considered. We should absolutely wreck them. So that's great. We're going to continue to do just a lot of damage to their fleets.
We grow
Perfect.
ever stronger.
What did we lose from that? That's really not too bad. Excellent. That was 14k. I like it. We can replace almost all of that immediately. We're going to push up to Yel Barasta here. Yel Barasta. There we go. And Enigma's End is definitely threatened here. We need to think about that. We can always bring reinforcements in if we need to. And we're heading up to Dim, because we want to threaten them, and we want to pull all of their fleets in. Every single one of them. Now, these two fleets may not hold against all of their fleets, but what we want is we want them to stop spreading and instead start returning. So we're going to take out their construction ships here, eliminate their anchor, and we're going to move into Dim. Now, there's only one armada there right now. They do have multiple armadas on the way. In fact, that's a lot of armadas that they have on the way right now. And there are these two heading towards Enigma's End. That's fine. We're okay with this. So in we go, and we're going to threaten them and take out their core dimensional anchor. Eliminating this fleet on the way. And their dimensional anchor will fall. They do bring in another fleet through the dimensional portal. Unfortunate timing there, but it's okay. We'll go ahead and eliminate that. Now, we can't eliminate the dimensional portal, obviously. But we can eliminate their anchor here. Now, they are attacking us in Enigma's End. This was expected. Now we're going to move these three fleets through the L gate. They will arrive instantly.
Our star base is under attack.
And we're going to eliminate this fleet. Beautiful. So we eliminate that. And in theory, we're not expecting an attack through the L cluster. We're expecting them to try to travel through the L cluster, perhaps. But we're not really expecting an attack through the L cluster. So that's fine. They have all of these fleets that are all heading back. They've definitely noticed what we're doing. We aren't sticking around. We're going to head up to Plessis here. We move faster than they do, and that's exactly what we want. So that'll do fine. And I'm actually going to have one of our fleets here, and it's going to be the Bronzite. They're going to come out over here and attack this fleet. I'd like this fleet destroyed. So that'll do. We're going to attack in Plessis and remove this station.
Fleet lost with all
Yeah, I don't care about that. That's just a single ship. No big deal. And all of these guys are moving through here. Now, you can definitely see the AI is trying to grab this territory. That's not the best, but it's okay. I don't actually care. I'd prefer that it didn't, but, you know, whatever. So we're going to eliminate this anchor as well. And at this point, we can kind of start going through. Our major concern right now is that there are all of these fleets over here. We can't deal with all of them, of course. What we can do is continue outpacing them. And we've drawn pressure, that's for sure. All of these fleets should be, or most of them anyway, should be returning back to defend their dimensional portal. That's fine. We are completely and totally okay with this. I do want to reinforce this fleet and any losses we may have taken over here. We're not reinforcing up this way, and that's deliberate. So let's continue to push through the Unbidden territory. Excellent. We will defend the galaxy, since the galaxy doesn't seem willing to defend itself. Let's check in on our colony situation. This tech world requires a job. Easy enough. This foundry station, it is technically a foundry station. We're going to put in civilian fabricators here. That'll be fine. Cool. The Enigma's End starbase is continuing to upgrade. We're going to put in gun, missile, hangar, gun. And we're, of course, going to put in our target uplink computer and defense grid. Nope. We're going to put in the disruption field generator and upgrade that to a star fortress. Cool. So all of these guys are now arriving in Dim. Yes, this is a big enemy force. That's okay. Like, there's a lot of enemies here. We don't care. It's fine. It is completely and totally fine. We're going to back off this fleet once we're done attacking Aether. Mostly what we wanted to do has been achieved at this point. We wanted to get these guys to pull back on this front over here. We don't really know where their remaining fleets are, but we wanted them to pull back as much as possible. And pull back they did. They are defending their interdimensional portal. In fact, they appear to be pursuing our fleets up here. That's cool. They can do that all they want. We're going to come down over here and continue to take out their dimensional anchors. Excellent. This is all good. We've hit them where it hurts, and that is what matters here. We're not going for a death blow. That's not the point. These guys, at this point, are going to do something cheeky. They're being pursued by this giant force. They're going to jump drive to Lemsa, and from there, they're going to pop over to Enigma's End, where all of our remaining troops are. Or rather, all of our other fleets are. They will arrive there very quickly. We have thoroughly outmaneuvered, and that is excellent. We are a little bit low on food. That's a concern, to be sure. And these guys immediately turn around. And we may end up making a stand at Enigma's End. We'll see how that ends up going. It'll be a while before they get here, but this station is not very well set up. So that'll take time. These guys are heading back, and we are going to, at this point, go ahead and reinforce our fleets. We do need 56,000 alloys to fully reinforce, and we are short on volatile motes and exotic gases for that. We'll go ahead and buy in 100. In fact, we'll buy in like 200 of each. Cool. There's our edict duration. That's excellent. And we will continue our constructions. We took a lot of losses up over this way, but we knew that would happen. How did they get here? Did they jump drive in? I don't know. Regardless, it's not relevant. The Space Elf League took over Lemsa, which is kind of funny. What? We lost a starbase? Oh, XT-81. I didn't see them come in over there. Yeah, that's something that they can do. We're going to go ahead and pull one of our fleets over there. And we're going to pull the Topaz and Bronzite, I think. And we're just going to have them come on over. They will arrive eventually. And of course, Enigma's End is kind of becoming our forward operating post for attacking the Unbidden. However, the main goal, again, was not to eliminate the Unbidden. The main goal of that operation was, in fact, to get them to concentrate their force so that the rest of the galaxy could start taking out some of these areas. We want the Unbidden to go away. That would be nice. It's somewhat useful, but mostly I want this war in heaven over. That is the biggest thing that we want right now. We don't really care, if I'm honest, about the Unbidden. Shield hit points is nice. Don't get me wrong. We're going to come up over here to the XT-81 Singularity, and we're going to bring a construction ship over as well. They'll arrive soon enough. There's that Unbidden force dealt with. I'll be honest, I didn't expect them to come through the L gate there, but we did actually remove all of our Guardians up there, which is unfortunate. I shouldn't have done that, in all actuality. Once again, this awkward situation. Okay, sure. We'll go ahead and reinforce this fleet. And I mean, if we look at the actual situation log here, we've done a lot more than the rest of the galaxy has. We've done almost double. There are 8 dimensional anchors active. That doesn't feel like very many. Huh. That doesn't feel like very many at all. The Rontor sect over here. I do expect these to get eliminated, but what I wanted was a success. We have successfully managed to get the AI, well, not really the AI, but we've managed to get the Unbidden to pull back and defend Dim, and shown that an assault on their dimensional portal is possible. We need to get rid of their dimensional anchors, no doubt about that. That is absolutely something that has to happen. But right now, that's not really important. We'll get a pair of anchorages in over here, as well as in over here. And we'll get these upgraded to Star Fortresses. Did this one go? No, it didn't. Okay, where is this combat happening? Is this over here? Yeah, this is in Yonox Maw. No problem here. So that's back to being under control. Perfect. I feel like I told 2 fleets to come here. I did indeed. Okay. So we're going to send these guys, for now, back over to Enigma's End. Excellent. We're also going to grab our second construction ship that we disbanded. We don't have a second construction ship. I should. Not a colony ship. We're going to queue up a construction ship here. Yonox Maw is very important to us strategically, and we need to have it. So we'll get that construction ship out soon. Oh, nice. Getting some repairs from our Admiral. And we're going to jump drive over to Yonox Maw, and once there, we're going to rebuild our starbase. Perfect. So I want to check in on terminal egress here, which apparently took a bunch of damage. Okay, cool. We're going to put in a missile battery and a hangar bay, and we're going to put in a communications jammer and upgrade that to a citadel. Not sure what was damaging it so badly. There must have been something that came through here, like a small Unbidden fleet. Good thing it wasn't a bigger one. I wouldn't have noticed. So that's nice. They haven't brought a new construction ship in yet. That's good. And so far, so good. We are, of course, going to continue reinforcing our fleet. And let's check in on our colonies one last time for this episode. It looks like there are a couple of things that need to happen. We're going to resettle this over to, honestly, over to an Agra world would be the way to go. So, like, Hiatum Prime. There we go. Now, this requires a job. And the job that we're actually going to put in is a Cyto Revitalization Center. We can't really get this much bigger, can we? Actually, no. We're going to do civilian fabricators here. Okay, that'll do. So, this Forge world needs an industrial district. That's completely okay. This tech world, we can put in... Actually, I'm going to put in civilian fabricators for now. This tech world, I am going to put in alloy foundries. We just want one of those on every planet, and that will be fine. it is now time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue to hold Enigma's End. And we're probably going to send an expeditionary force out over this direction. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.